So hello everyone. In this video we are going to look at another topic, continuing our level 1 Java DSA series, and the topic is nothing but about the substrings. So before diving into the coding part, let's just go through our theoretical explanation and logic part. So in this video we are going to look at the concept of substring concept of substrings. And so the first question arises is, what is a substring? So let's consider I'm writing this as a string named as PVB hyphen geek. This is a string. So a substring is basically a part a subpart of a subpart of a string. So substring is basically subpart of a string. So if we consider like from here to here, this could be one substring. Then from here to here, this could be another substring. Even like from here to here, just these two characters, this could even form a substring. Even just a single character like this, or even a single character like hyphen can form a substring. Okay, so I think substring part is quite clear that what is substring, and substring is basically any subpart of a string. Okay, now comes the important part, which is basically like how we work with substrings. So consider again we have that same string PVB hyphen geek. Done. So of course now we know that strings are basically nothing but just character arrays, right? And we know how to use these built-in libraries and some built-in functions. So basically what we know is this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? This part is quite clear. Perfect. So this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So if we wish to consider this particular substring, okay, that is from 0 to 2, then we will indicate this as substring. We will indicate this as substring 0 to 4. Okay, so whenever I say substring 0 to 4, so 0 is the one which is included and 4 is the index which is excluded. 0 is the index which is included, 4 is the index which is excluded. So whenever I say substring from 0 to 4, it actually means that we are going from 0 to 3. Okay, so 0 to 3 means what? P, V, B and hyphen. Only this much. Only this much substring will be included. Okay. So similarly, if I ask you substring from 4 to 8, so in this particular scenario, our string will start from G, 4, E, 5, E, 6, K, 7. That's it. So it will not be excluded. It will not be included. It will be excluded. Okay. So so the first point we discussed that what is substring? Substring is basically nothing but any subpart of a string, number one. And number two, we discussed that how we represent a substring. So if I say substring is from let's say 0 to 3, then in this case we have to actually go from 0 to 2 only. Okay, and third index will be excluded. So string would become PVB. That's it. So I think this is quite clear how we represent substring, and which index to include, which index to exclude, and what is substring. So now, as we have understood the enough of the theoretical part, we can now discuss about how to um, code, how to code for this. So let's now jump into our coding part. So string str is, let's say, PVB geek. Now, we will use a function called as sub str, and in this we will pass our string, then index 0, then index 4. So what is 0? 0 is the starting index, 4 is the ending index. Perfect. Now what? Let's just define this function. So static, and it returns nothing, so void sub-str, um, string str is the one, then int s is the starting position, int e is the ending position. Perfect. Then what? For int I is equal to s, comma I less than e, not less than equal to, because we need to exclude e, then I plus plus. Once this is done, um, so what we will do is s out, but simple s out, not print ln. We wish to print on the same line. Str dot char at I. That's it. So, and I plus plus. So I think this is what we wish to do, nothing else. So static void sub str, and done. Let's just try to run it. Let's just see if there are any errors first. Okay, I don't think there are any errors. Let's just try to run this. Okay, so see. Okay, we just shift to the next line before we. Okay, perfect. So now let's just try to run this. So if I say from 0 to 4, as you can see, only PVB and hyphen is being printed. Only substring PVB and hyphen. However, if I say from 0 to 3, then in that case, and if I run it again, it just prints PVB. This is because 0, 1 and 2. So the if it's from 0 to 3, then 3 will be excluded. So 0, 1 and only till second character. Perfect. So I think the code part is quite clear. But apart from this particular logic, let me also tell you there is one built-in function. There is one built-in function which we can easily use, to write the substring. Like we don't need to write this function every time. So there is one built-in function for substring in Java which we can use, and the function goes as follows. Like we need to first s out and then str, because str is an object of string class. I hope you remember my previous videos. And str dot substring, and we need to just give the beginning index and ending index. So let's just give 4 comma 8. So I think this works. Okay, so substring is the built-in function which we have used. And now if we just run this, okay, now you can see that the geek has been printed. Okay, so this second line, this particular, is for 4 to 8, is for 4 to 8. So in this particular video we have learned only two things. Number one, the theoretical part, like what is substring, from which index to which index we uh, go for the calculation of substring. And then in coding part, we have particularly seen two methods. One is our general method, like how to write the function for substring. So we start from S and we exclude E, and and then we just called it our generic function which we wrote using for loop, and then this built-in function. Okay, so this built-in function internally works like this for loop only. It requires this beginning index and ending index, and internally wherever in the library this is being written, it works like this only. So the time complexity of this built-in function is order of n. Okay, and also time complexity of what we have written is also order of n. Time complexity for this is also order of n. Perfect. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching till end. If you think I have made any significant contribution to your logic building, please do consider subscribing. And I hope this substring part was quite clear. It was very easy. So thank you for watching till end, and I will see you in the next one.